Hello, everyone. This is Chris G, and I wanted to talk about a topic or an event, that took place not too long ago, and something that really, just really kind of sparked my interest and got me to thinking about it. And basically, it's a situation where that reportedly, there was a lady, and I believe it was her husband. They went to a Chris Brown concert, and at some point in the program, the concert, the I guess the woman, I guess you could say allegedly or whatever, or the woman that is supposed to be with the man that's supposed to be the wife of the gentleman that's sitting next to her. Um, you know, he ended up watching his wife get up and kiss Chris Brown on the lips, and apparently from the way that the photo looked, it was a very very passionate looking kiss. Now, first off the rip, what I'm going to say is that I find something like this taking place to be very, very disrespectful. Like I said, and I believe that she actually is married to the gentleman. Some people are saying that she's not married to him, or it's speculation and some kind of stuff. But but if she is married to this gentleman that was sitting down, I find it to be very disrespectful to be doing that in front of your husband. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be with that gentleman. And I can understand. If the lady is a big fan of Chris Brown, but you just don't go do stuff like that, man. You don't do things like that. You don't go up there and let the male performer or even a female performer, if you like a female performer, you don't let them go up there and just grope on you, feeling on you, and just doing really like strong, sexually suggestive type of stuff. You just don't do that in front of your spouse. That's very disrespectful and very rude. And I gotta say that I felt very bad for the guy because there was like an image where people were showing him. He was like he was like really embarrassed. Had an embarrassed look on his face, and I think he was even smiling too, if I remember correctly. But I don't think that smile was like he thinks this is funny. I think it's a smile of like like a mix of like embarrassment and probably like some grief, or what I'm saying, like he like being upset, man, because it's like, damn, my wife done went up here and just done lock lips all up. I mean, not even a peck, like she holding this dude like the side of his face, man. Like this is like one of them kisses, man, like like on those like romance movies or something. Like she's trying to kiss the dude before the train leaves or something, and it's raining outside, and then the train, the train is leaving and shit. Like it's like some shit like that, man. And it's just like, damn, this is like this lady just didn't give two shits about her damn husband. You know what I'm saying? And I know damn well if it was the other way around, if the husband went up there and kissed on, like Cardi B or any other type of major like female artist, like he went up there and was kissing on Meg the Stallion, if she was single or something like that, and and he kissed on her and shit like that, like his wife would be upset, very upset. I know she would. So for her to get up there and do this in front of her husband, I think that's bad. And I also think, man, this, I hate to say it, but I mean, like, if she's willing enough to do this, man, ain't no telling what the hell she might do. She might, be the type of woman, possibly, type of woman where, like, let's say the dude was, like a truck driver, and he's on the road driving, trying to earn this money, and then she sees some dude, at the store that's checking her out, man. She might get with that dude and sleep with that dude in the same bed that her husband sleep in. Like, I could see her possibly doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say it, but I mean, hell, I mean, if the woman is willing enough to do that in front of that whole big ass crowd and in front of her husband, man, ain't no telling what else she could do, man. So, like I said, I just really thought that kiss was really disrespectful, and I feel bad for the guy. Then I was hearing something somewhere. I think he was I'm not for sure about. I was hearing something about he might possibly divorce or something. That would be a very big outcome from the situation if he did. But yeah, this was just a really crazy situation, and I hope this lady really sits back and think about what she had did, and if they do decide to still be married and stay married, if they already are married, I just hope that she doesn't pull no type of stuff like this ever again, because this is really embarrassing. This stuff that went viral, and I'm quite sure probably some of the husbands, friends probably been, mocking them or saying what's going on with you and your relationship and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really crazy. It just like messy looking all the way around, but. That's my take on it, man. This is Chris G. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.